Isn't it crazy how much underground gambling there was with bookies and the numbers? And the numbers was a big one.
Numbers was big. You know, underground casinos. I used to go with my buddy Martin Perez to this judo school. I never wanted to go. I was more of a karate guy. But I would go with him. And it was like this old fucking Japanese guy and this old Cuban dude, and they would throw each other around. There was a Russian guy there. This is the 70s. And up the corner, there was a place where people would play cards. And I found out my stepfather would go there. And one day I went to judo on the way out. As I was walking towards the bus on 7th Street, I saw unmarked cars. I saw like 2 unmarked cars. And when I got home that night, my stepdad was getting ready. I go, where you going? He goes, I'm going to play cards. And I go, you going down to 8th Street? He goes, yeah. I go, don't go down there. He goes, why? I go, because I was down there with Martin, and I saw the fucking 2 unmarked cars down there. And he goes, what the fuck do you know? I go, what do I know? That since I've been fucking 5, I've been learning to be a lookout. Since I'm 5, that's my job, to look.
Right.
To keep my fucking eyes open. And I would just pick up shit like that. I would just pick up 2 unmarked cars. He didn't go. He thought about it, and he goes, okay, if you saw him, I won't go. Sure enough, the next day I woke up, he gave me $50. He's like, dog, how the fuck did you know? Because I'm telling you, I fucking know.
They got raided?
They didn't know in those days. The cops would go early, and they park like 2 blocks away because they're fucking lazy.
Right.
You know, if you're going to raid somebody, stay the fuck away from there all goddamn day.
Yeah.
Then come in at night. Don't fucking lurk all day.
Yeah.
We know. It's like in Goodfellas. They were following them all fucking day with a helicopter. Just bust them, cocksucker.
Yeah. Well, they want to terrorize you before they get you.
Well, they want to see how you respond.
Well, if you're cracked out, you're going to go to try to get rid of something. Or you're going to go to try to hide something.
And they got your phone tapped. They got everything. So they put
Yeah.
a cop car in front of your house to see where you react, to see how your reaction would be for the day. And then you start cleaning the house. You know, you call people, get everything out of your house, whatever the fuck it is, and then they come in and, you know. But it's a different world out there now. So I don't know nothing about that fucking world now.
Yeah, it's a different world.
And I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Because now they'll shoot you just for being there. And then it's, you know.
It's a different world in terms of law enforcement, too.
Yeah.
People are getting out of jail like that now.
And they still won't drop my warrant in fucking Seattle.
You can't even get arrested in Seattle for what you did. You wouldn't even have a record.
You cannot fuck. You could hit somebody with a stick and be out that afternoon.
Yeah, you wouldn't have a record in Seattle.
Dog, I'm still going back and forth with these motherfuckers. That's why I looked before.
So you still can't get your
passport. No. I just sent them the last thing.
If you get a passport and we go overseas, when we do gigs overseas, you will get a passport. We will do this. When you do this, we're going to have to fucking fly in a day early. We're going to make it so, because I don't know if you're even going to be able to get in over there. It might be a hard time once you land.
Where?
Anywhere. UK, anywhere.
Dog.
Canada's a big one. Canada's
not going to take me. We're not going to go to Canada. And I love Canadians. I got nothing against Canada. But it's the way the country works. They won't let the nicest guy we know has got a DUI and he can't get into Canada. But you could pay a tax, like Snoop Dogg. So you're telling me Snoop Dogg can't play Canada? There's a tax you could pay, a little heavy, and then you get out. It's like everybody else. We could all settle this with an envelope.
Well, they get an envelope anyway. When you do a gig in Canada, they get a big tax envelope. You get that in the UK, too.
Dog.
You do a gig in the UK, you're paying.
Let me tell you something. Before 9/11, I was going up to Toronto 2 times a year, okay? I had all these criminal charges, no warrants or anything. My friend from the Miami Improv dated a girl from Buffalo, and he called her father to pick me up at the Buffalo airport, take me to his house, and then cross me over the border. Before 9/11, there was a casino they'd go to. And you just drove in.
Right.
And there was no ID, no nothing. And he would drive me to Toronto. He would drive me to Ontario, and I'd take the bus to Toronto and do the 2 weeks and then come back. But on the way back, I would come on the bus. I would drive those motherfuckers crazy, dog. When I give them my license, they'd start looking at me and they go, when did you come in here? And I go, last week. You were the guy that was working. They would say, no, I wasn't. I would have never let you come through. Well, you let me the fuck out now.
Because of your record?
Yeah, they would hold me for like 10 minutes. Like, how did you get into this country? And I'm like, on fucking bus. You guys let me in last week. No, it was a mistake. We could have never let you in. Dog, I would fuck with them all the time. I tried to do that cute shit during 9/11. They yanked me right the fuck out of there. They were like, we're not taking this shit. But to answer your question from before, my plan is this. I'm doing 10 spots. Okay, I'm up to number 3.
Okay.
When I do my 10 spots, I'm going to decide what I want to do. I'm not going to travel no more. I'm not going to get on fucking planes. That was brutal last night. That was brutal. 3.5 hours on a flight for me, I can't do that no more.
Really?
Yeah. I'm good for like an hour and a half. I went to Nashville on JSX, the private plane, the semi-private, 30 people on, tremendous. I recommend that to anybody if you don't like terminals. I fucking loved it. But they don't fly to Austin yet. They fly to Dallas, then you have to connect to Austin. My plan is this. Start doing some sets at the Stand. Start going over and seeing Chris Mazzilli at the Gotham Comedy Club. Do a couple of those. And when I feel like I got 45 minutes, I'm going to take a residency somewhere.
Where do you think you're going to go?
AC or Parks Casino.
Where's Parks?
Philadelphia. I have no problems in Philadelphia.
Philadelphia's great.
Nobody's going to ever walk out of my show in Philadelphia.
No, they're fun.
Yeah. Nobody will ever walk out of my shows in Philadelphia insulted.
No.
Nobody will get their feelings hurt. If I say a joke that, I'm on the spectrum, somebody's not going to cry after the show and say that their nephew's on the spectrum and the show hurt their feelings. Philly, that's never going to happen.
Animals.
And Atlantic City.
Animals.
That's never going to happen.
Same people.
Animals.
Same people.
So
South Jersey.
that's where I
Philly
belong.
people. Yeah.
That's where I belong.
Yeah, you could easily do a residency.
I would
at a
love
place
to
like
tell you
that.
I'm going to put a tuxedo on and go to Vegas, sing a couple songs, and then fucking do an hour of material. I would love to tell
You
you
don't want to fly. No. I get it. Do you think you'd ever live anywhere other than Jersey?
Yes.
Because if you lived in Vegas, you could do a residency
Listen,
there.
we're not fucking crazy here. That's a tough state to retire to in Jersey. You know what I'm saying? It's not cheap, bro.
Jersey's not
It's
cheap.
not fucking
No.
cheap, bro.
Jersey's expensive.
And that's why everybody from Jersey flies to fucking Florida,
Mm-hmm.
I like to lean towards Nashville.
Nashville's nice.
Outside of Nashville, get
Yeah.
something. And bro, right now you can pick up a house in Nashville for nothing. Well, the ones I saw over the holidays, brand new. Not much, Joe. Because it's going to be just a spare house. Mm-hmm. It's just a property to retire it.
Right.
If I turn 65, you know how much money I'll save by having a Tennessee address? By living in Tennessee?
lot.
A lot. They don't tax your pension.
Yeah.
They don't tax much, man.
I read about Dubai. See if this is true. Dubai, there's no tax. There's no income tax. None at all. They just have so much money. They're like, I don't need your money.
Don't worry about it, Nick.